Hi, I'm Reverend Anna. I'm the Senior Minister of Unity of Austin. Thanks for joining me today. I want to share some thoughts with you about the light that shines in you. And here's something that Jesus said to his disciples, and so to all of us. It's in the Gospel of John, chapter 12, verse 46. Here's what he said: I have come as light into the world, so that everyone who believes in me should not remain in the darkness. And now here's a quotation from Hafez, who was a 14th century Persian poet and mystic. He wrote, I wish I could show you when you are lonely or in darkness, the astonishing light of your own being. And now here's a quotation from Rumi, the 13th century Sufi poet and mystic. Don't you know yet? It's your light that lights the world. Ghosts, goblins, and possibly students currently enrolled in Monsters University will soon be knocking at our doors demanding candy. The real fun is in giving them due respect with our gasps and looks of horror. This ancient practice of acknowledging all that frightens us is good for the soul. It reminds us that in our human experience, we are finite, and there's much that can overwhelm us. That recognition draws us to look into ourselves more deeply, to find what is undying and triumphant. Greeting what frightens us teaches us that the only way to uncover what is glorious is to first welcome what is dreary. Learning to love ourselves in the midst of anxiety rather than trying to extinguish it is the gospel, the good news, and it is this: no matter what the circumstance, God is there, right with us, right within us. In accepting this deep truth, something possibly unexpected happens. Our puniness dissolves. The anxiety shrinks. We discover the great treat underneath the trick of fear. We're not alone. We're not frail. We're not trapped. For our deep identity is the love and power of God. Our mystical spiritual understanding of Jesus' words tells us that when he encouraged us to believe in him, he did not mean to believe that he was the only human being that was one with God. No, Jesus was telling us to see God's light in him and the goodness that came from it, so that we might see that light also in ourselves. He was bringing the good news that God is not absent from the world. In fact, he said, God is in the very midst of us. Our work is to recognize that light and to let it shine. As we face fears, we find that beyond them is the love of God. We find the light that shines in us. Happy Halloween in the love and the light of the Christ. God bless you. Thanks so much for joining me.